Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will see and discuss about how matter changes its state. There are two processes that are heating and cooling are responsible for the change of state of matter. Upon heating, for example, the solid ice cubes convert into liquid and liquid convert into gas. And upon heat cooling, the gas convert again into the liquid and liquid convert back into the solid. And there are some processes that are involved in the change of state of matter, that are melting, evaporation, condensation, freezing. In some cases, the solid convert into the gaseous form without becoming liquid first, and this process is known as sublimation. Now we will discuss each process one by one. First of all, we will discuss about melting. Basically, melting is a process in which the solid state of matter convert into liquid state. For example, these ice cubes, solid state of matter, convert into the liquid state of matter, that is water. These ice cubes absorb heat or energy from surrounding and convert into the liquid form, that is water. A solid change into a liquid when it is heated. This is called melting. For example, ice changes into water when you take it out of the freezer. Solid plus absorb energy from their surrounding and convert it into liquid, and this process is known as melting. Now we will discuss about the liquid to solid, and this process is known as freezing. In the process of freezing, the liquid state of matter convert into the solid state when it is cooled. How? The liquid state of matter or liquid particles lose energy and convert it into the solid. While in melting, the solid particles gain energy from their surrounding and convert it into the liquid state. A liquid changes into a solid when it is cooled. This is called freezing. For example, water changes into ice when it is kept for some time in the freezer. Liquid particles lost energy and converted into solid. Then we can say it freezing. Now we will discuss the next process, that is condensation. Look at this water bottle. We can see water droplets outside this water bottle. This is happening because water vapors that are present in the air turning back into liquid on the surface of the water bottle because of the cold water inside the water bottle, and we call this process is condensation. A gas changes into a liquid if it is cooled. This is called condensation. Gas lost energy, gas particles lost energy and converted into liquid, and this process is known as condensation. In this process, cooling process is involved and the gas particles lost energy and converted into liquid. For example, if you put ice cubes into a glass of water and keep this glass at room temperature, you see tiny droplets on the outside surface of the glass. Where have these droplets come from? Basically, these droplets come from the air and present in the air in the form of the water vapors. And when water vapors touch the surface of the glass and convert it into the liquid droplets due to the cold water inside the glass. And the next process is evaporation. Basically, in the process of evaporation, the liquid gain energy and convert it into the gaseous form and convert it into the water vapors. A liquid changes into a gas when it is absorbed heat from its surrounding. This is called evaporation. For example, as the sun heats water in a puddle, the water in the puddle slowly disappears. It moves into the air as a gas called water vapor. Liquid absorb energy from its surroundings and convert it into the gaseous form, and this process is known as evaporation. Now we will discuss the last process, that is sublimation. In the process of sublimation, the solid state of matter directly changes into the gaseous form without becoming a liquid first. When a solid changes into a gas without becoming a liquid first, the process is called sublimation. Now we will discuss the concept check on page number 64. Question number 1. What happens to water if you freeze it, boil it? And the answer is that on freezing, water will turn into ice. On boiling, water will turn into steam, and steam also known as gas. Question number 2. What happens to ice if you heat it gently? And the answer is that if we heat ice gently, it begins to melt and changes state, turning from a solid ice to a liquid water. Okay students, hope you will understand. Thank you for listening.